in a win over his former team, the Mavs. Legs, what's your take right now on if LA has actually figured out this blueprint for him and LeBron to play together?
Well, I just think they let the natural order take over, which is Luka Doncic with the ball in his hands. And LeBron James has made the analogy to him being a quarterback. It's very apt. But the reason for that, L, is because if you've got two elite on-ball offense creators, the guy that is willing to cut and run has to be off the ball more, and that's LeBron James, because Luka is not going to do a whole lot of that, but he can do a whole lot of this, which is break down defenses, make the game easier for everybody else. He's been doing this since the first time he picked up a basketball, and LeBron James still has a lot of juice off the ball. He can run the floor, he can weak side slash, he likes doing those things, and Luka's going to make his life a lot easier. That, to me, is what has stood out so far.
Well, I mean, look, can we stop with just the LeBron and Luka, the duo? It's actually a big three down there in L.A. Austin Reeves has officially entered the conversation. Austin Reeves' numbers this season is similar to Ja Morant numbers right now. The man is averaging 19 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And J.J. Redick has unlocked a beast in this young man. When you look at a guy that also could play off the ball, so that complements LeBron and Luka, but the trust is there that he's able to go out there if he needs to and he's hot. LeBron and Luka defer to him to take over 4 quarters. We saw his coming out party in Game 1 a few years ago in the playoffs in Memphis when LeBron said, Luka, do your thing, and he did just that. So, again, I'm looking at this team, and I'm looking at this big three, and there's only one other big three in the NBA I'm taking over them, and they play for the Boston Celtics.
Wow. All right. Cannot wait to have K-Perk back on the program. Our outstanding graphics crew will have Champion
what was
Wag.
I called a wag?
Champion, don't search. Don't do it.
In the playoffs, going into tonight's action, the Rockets sit at 5th in the West, but are essentially in a tie with the Lakers, who have won 15 of their last 19 games, and none bigger than the game across the street last night, as Luka faced the Mavs for the first time since being blindsided by the seismic trade that sent him to Los Angeles for Anthony Davis 3 weeks ago. Doncic posted a casual 19, 15, and 12 to join teammate LeBron James and Nuggets guard Russell Westbrook as the only players to ever put up a triple-double against all 30 teams. And it wasn't just Luka, though. There was plenty of help from LeBron and Austin Reeves. This Lakers trio scored or assisted on 95 of the team's 107 points on Tuesday. That's just 4 points shy of what the Mavericks finished with as a team. But this really begs a pretty big question, you guys, because, is that a new big three out here on the scene in Los Angeles, Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah, and it's a new big list, okay? And look, Richard, I know you just getting here in 2025, but there's rules, okay? You will speak when spoken to, all right? And if you don't participate, this will be your last time participating in this segment.
Oh, gosh.
So this is Big Perks, big list of best big threes. Now, Sinead, Richard, I need y'all to go together and give me this energy on this third box. Y'all ready?
1, 2, 3.
Bam!
There we go. Jokic, Murray, and Aaron Gordon. Look, all champions. They finally getting their rhythm back. We know what Jokic is. He's the best player in the NBA. Jamal Murray has finally arrived to the season. Now you get Aaron Gordon back. He's looking healthy. That tandem between him and Jokic is looking beautiful for us, big to big. They come in at number 3. Wendy, where you at, my brother?
Let's go, Wendy. Come on, Wendy. Bang!
There we go, Wendy. That's the end.
Oh, my God.
LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves. Damn it, you know.
Number 2 in the whole. I wasn't spoken.
He's in the GOAT conversation. Okay, Luka, we know 5-time All-NBA, but this man right here, Austin Reeves, has arrived.
Even different.
19 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He is unlocking a different version of the Lakers. J.J. Redick has brought out a beast in him. The Lakers' big three come in at number 2 and at number 1. Put it up. Bam! I won a championship here. Damn it, the defending champs. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kristaps Porzingis. If you don't believe me, go play against them and watch what you see. You got Tatum every single night. He's flirting with a 30-point triple-double. Jaylen Brown, one of the best two-way players in the game. Kristaps Porzingis, he's a unicorn for a reason. You want the lobs, he got that. You want the post-ups, he got that. You want him to defend on the other side and block shots, he's going to do that. Again, this is not your list.
You got right about that.
List. This is not Wendy's list. This is Big Perk's big list of best big threes in the NBA.
I don't want no problems.
Richard, you said a team was missing. Maybe your Cleveland Cavaliers?
Definitely Cleveland Cavaliers. The funny thing I think about this is, like, when you look at AG, you can also interchange like Michael Porter Jr. on any given night. That's why the Nuggets are special. They got like 4 different versions the Celtics do of big threes. When you talk about Derek White, they got the 6th man of the year and Peyton Pritchard. So they got a lot of. This one, I think, I watched this game and I watched Luka's eyes in real time gain respect for Austin Reeves. He threw the ball to Austin. Austin went to work, and then next thing you knew, it was like, oh, okay, I didn't know he had that.
But guess what, Richard? Let's all, in the words of Perk, keep a cool booty, because big threes are so yesterday. I really want to shout out a new Big 4. Let's take a look at the yikes. Big Perk, you know when you're dead last in something, that means you've pretty much been horrible at everything. You've been really talking and harping on the drop coverage and why they're failing at that.
Yeah, because the Tom Thibodeau and the New York Knicks are the only team that are still running the drop coverage on a consistent basis. Matter of fact, they run it more than any other team in the league. Here it is right here. You are cooked if you're in the drop coverage, especially against the Boston Celtics. Look at Derek White, a three-point shooter. This team is known for shooting threes. Here we go again. I'm not picking on you. I'm just stating the facts here. You look at this here, NBA rank, 1.4, 5th worst, okay? 28.5, 6th most. That's what they give up in the drop coverage.
Yeah, it's not looking good, especially with drop coverage, because they use it the 6th most in the NBA, but as you see right there, they're the fifth worst when it comes to drop coverage. But you guys, it's even deeper than that as I break it down, because if you look at these plays, it just feels like their opponents are taking advantage of their lack of coverage and an aggression on the perimeter. Here, there's literally a back screen to free up, a wide open layup for Jason Tatum. They're going to have to clean it up quickly, because I want you guys to look at this. Look at the perimeter players that they have for the next 5 games that they're going up against. Tonight, Maxey. Then we've got John Morant, Tyler Hero, Steph Curry, and of course, Luka Doncic. So defense is an issue for the New York Knicks, but we know it takes a little bit of time to really change the way that they've styled things in New York, especially offensively. It's been great, but defense has some issues. Now, Brian, do you think that this is just going to be an Achilles heel for New York, or do they have solutions that can really put them in contention this year in the playoffs?
I know what the Knicks fans are doing right now. They're yelling at the screen. They're saying, Mitchell Robinson, that's their franchise center. He should be back maybe before the end of the week. He is not going to play tonight. When he comes back, that should give them rim protection. That should give Tom Thibodeau opportunities to play different coverage in the pick and roll. But I don't think the Knicks are equipped to handle the 2 teams in front of them in the standings, and here's why. The Cavs and the Celtics are 2 of the best offensive teams in the league. The Knicks are a great offense too, but they cannot go into a horse race against a team. They might be able to be a team in the playoffs that has a good offense, a great offense they can't handle. And that's what we're seeing in that 0-7 record against these top teams.
And it's going to be tougher tonight. Coming into the matchup, Karl Anthony Towns was questionable. He will be out, Richard.
Oh. Well, yeah, that changes the conversation completely. No, but I think, look, the Knicks have done an outstanding job, and I will give them credit for the way they have built out this roster. Ultimately, they are still battling against 2 very dominant construction of rosters that are high in the cap. When you look at Cleveland, when you look at Boston Celtics, they are all in. The Knicks still have wiggle room, and that's the idea. Can they just stay afloat over this stretch, have some more depth, get Mitchell Robinson back, and we're talking about over the next season 2 or 3. This might be hard to believe, but I do believe that the Knicks are ahead of schedule. They are playing better, and they are one of those teams. It's kind of like OKC, kind of like Houston, kind of like Detroit. Teams that make an incremental jump maybe before they should be there. People were talking about the Knicks being a potential NBA champion, being in that space. They're not quite there, but they are ahead of schedule.